Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. I am Jenya and welcome to another cleaning video. Today we're doing a bunch of deep cleaning, scrubbing, organizing, and some decluttering as well. I'm going to be focusing on reorganizing and decluttering my can cabinet in the kitchen, as well as the kitchen in general. There is a countertop in the kitchen which is our dumping area. That definitely needs some attention and decluttering because it's full of random things. After we get done with straightening out the kitchen, we're going to move into our master bathroom, and in there we're going to declutter the sink countertop as well as clean it up. Our bathtub also needs some TLC. I'm going to reorganize my bathroom shelves on the wall, and we're also going to be mopping the floors in the bathroom 300 times today because I want to clean my grout, and the grout in this bathroom has never been cleaned, at least by me. We moved into this house, I want to say 8 months ago. I never got to cleaning the grout. I'm still getting used to the size of this house comparing to our old one. But anyways, I'm going to start this video with showing you what the kitchen is looking like at the moment, the countertop that we need to declutter, as well as the can cabinet. In the last couple of videos, I have been paying attention to the kitchen. I consider all of those areas in the kitchen that need a lot of attention a part of my spring reset routine, such as reorganizing and decluttering the cabinets, the pantry, the fridge, the freezer, deep cleaning the oven, the sink, the dishwasher. All of those things cannot be fit into one video, and so I broke them up into parts. And in my last couple of videos, we already took care of the kitchen windows, we reorganized the pantry as well as the fridge, deep cleaned the oven, but today it's going to be the can cabinet. Let's not forget about the rest of the house. Of course, everything needs attention, and like I mentioned, after the kitchen, in today's video we're going to be focusing on our master bathroom mostly. I am sweeping the floors in the kitchen. There is always a lot of dirt. No matter how many times a day I would have to sweep or vacuum the floors, this is probably the busiest area in our house, and the kids, now that the weather is really nice, they are playing with the sand outside, and you can imagine all of the dirt that can come into the house with little kids and a puppy that are in and out all day long. Sometimes I get asked, why don't I just use the vacuum instead of sweeping? And sometimes I do, sometimes I sweep, sometimes I vacuum. It just depends. I feel like the broom is always right there, whereas my vacuum is always charging and I have to go and get it. I feel like I'm just being pregnant and lazy, but also with the broom, I feel like it gets the corner better than the vacuum does, and I don't feel like always changing the attachments on the vacuum every time I want to pay attention to the corners. Also with the broom, I always feel like, there's a little bit of mess on the floor right here. I'm just going to sweep this little corner right here, and the next thing I know, I'm sweeping the entire kitchen. Let me know in the comments, are there any of you that actually prefer sweeping as opposed to vacuuming the floors? I wouldn't be surprised if it's just me that sometimes prefers to just sweep the floors as opposed to vacuuming, but I do love my vacuum and I use it all the time. Right now, I don't even know where that spill on the floor came from. I was just sweeping that area 2 seconds ago on camera, and I turn around, something happened, and my daughter is out of the door. Anyways, this area in the kitchen is our dumping ground. Right now, I'm just gonna go through the diaper bags of my son and my daughter, go through the rest of all of this random stuff, see what I need to keep, what I need to throw away, and then organize the rest of it. And then we're gonna start on the can cabinet. Now, I'll let you enjoy some silence in just a second, but if you happen to be new, my name is Jenya. I am a stay-at-home mom. My husband goes to work and I have 2 kids at the moment. My son Max is 2 years old. My daughter Anya is 3. We also have a cat and adopted a puppy who is now 4 months old. And I'm also pregnant with twins at the moment, just entered my 2nd trimester. So our house is pretty full and busy at the moment, and it's going to get even busier, I'm afraid. But anyways, I love doing cleaning, organizing, and decluttering videos on this channel. And if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you will come back to see me again. And this is our entryway area where I normally keep the diaper bags. I just came to hang them and saw a bunch of mess, so I'm trying to tidy up before I go back into the kitchen and continue cleaning. These are some silicone bags I got from Costco. I'm trying them out to store some leftover food in them, and I am loving them. And I'm sorry I can't remember the price that I got them for, but I got 6 of them for, I believe, less than $20. And I know it's going to save me so much money in the long run because I am trying to stop buying those single-use sandwich bags. Anyways, I've really been liking these so far, and I just stick them into the dishwasher, and to dry them, I already have a little organizer that I got for my plastic freezer bags that I use normally. I try to reuse those as well unless I kept some meat in them, and that way I use this little organizer to dry my plastic bags. We're now back at that table, the dumping ground. I'm just going to continue decluttering it.
Started out just like a lovely story. You were mine and we were really happy. Came around when I was pretty lonely. Glad you found someone that I could be with. Never ever really crossed my mind that you were just hanging around. Never ever really crossed my mind that this would end up upside down. Oh. You and me cheated for a long time. You had me fooled and there were no signs. And you stole my...
Also, I know my voice has been sounding funny, like I am congested, and I think I am, but I first thought that it was my allergies, and because I was feeling fine, really, there was no other symptoms, but now I feel that it might be cold, so I think I might have to take it easy. I'm gonna be calling my doctor, and I'll be updating you on Instagram and on the community post on YouTube if I have to take some time off and have some bed rest or anything like that. My kids go to church for a parent morning out once a week, and I feel like every time they come back from there they have some kind of sickness. So I feel like my son has been sick for a little bit now, and I might have caught something from him, and I don't want to be doing that while I'm pregnant. So like I said, I'll keep you posted on the YouTube community post and on the Instagram in case I have to take some time off.
that this would end up upside down. Oh. You and me cheated for a long time. You had me fooled and there were no signs. And you stole my time, and I lived my life with you. Should have known that you'd never make it through. Stole my time, and I lived my life with you. Should have known that you'd lose. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, robbery.
Okay, now that this area is all cleared up, I'm going to get into the can cabinet, and then I'm going to take everything out, clean the cabinet, and then go through each can and see if it's expired, if I need to throw it out, if I need to keep it, or there is a third option is to take it downstairs to my food storage. It's a 1-year food storage that I'm working towards. The foods that we like, and only the foods that we like and eat, I try to buy a little bit extra of, and then I'm going to store them downstairs in the basement, and I would like to have enough of those foods to last for a year just in case of an emergency. I just started working on that maybe a couple of months ago. It's been going great. And of course, it's just the kind of foods that stay safe for a long time, such as canned food, dry beans and rice, pasta, pasta sauces, water, juice, coffee, and many things like that.
Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word, lay here beside me.
Whenever I go to Costco or Sam's Club, I like buying things in bulk. I'm so happy that we actually have the space to store those foods for later, because not everybody has the luxury of just space in their house, and so I'm very grateful for that. The dream I'm having right now is to have an extra fridge, because I hear people have an extra fridge in their garage and they can store and freeze extra things, and we do actually have a freezer in our garage as well. It's an extra storage for our frozen foods. It's not a full-size fridge, I would say it's like a half, but I've been so happy to have it, and I'm using every single inch of it to freeze stuff. Maybe it's just me being pregnant and nesting, but I'm trying to prepare and think ahead of time. I think of things like not being able to go produce shopping anymore so much. I'm trying to figure out how to do all of the shopping just maybe once a month and to not forget anything and having to go back for that very thing. So I feel like I've been mastering the skill of just shopping once a month at Costco and Sam's Club, and then freeze the vegetables and breads. But I feel like when the twins come, things are going to change. Maybe not so much when it comes to produce shopping, but I'm just trying to consider everything. We have used Shipped and Instacart before, and I'm just gonna keep that as my emergency only option, because we all must know that it's of course a little bit more expensive to shop through Instacart. The actual food pricing is more expensive a little bit, but if you add it all up and do your, let's say, monthly shopping through Instacart, to me, I don't know, it's just a little bit too expensive. What do you think? Do you use Instacart? I also don't mean to be complaining about pricing and how everything is so expensive every time I make a video. I feel like I've been catching myself complaining about pricing all the time, but I honestly cannot help it. That's just the way I've always been. I'm not just expecting for everything to be cheap or free, but I am looking for quality and the right price for it. I think it's only fair. I don't mind at all investing in good quality things, but not to just throw money away.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. So my glass was
So I wanted to explain how I organized the cans. So going from the left side, I have all my fishy cans there, and then some coconut milk, and everything that is tomato based is on the right hand side. All the soups on the right hand side on the bottom. On the turning table I have all of the miscellaneous stuff that I actually prefer keeping down here because I use it, and then all of the garbanzo beans as well as regular beans, white and black. I'll show you what I'm going to do with everything that I took out of here.
It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never.
This is everything that's gonna go downstairs to the food storage. Those are the cans that we use and like.
We were the same now. It's just us two, but I don't mind.
These just came from nowhere, some soda and orange juice. We don't drink that, so I'm gonna stick it in the garage so my husband can take it to work or something. Now these Amy's soups are really the best, but I am not gonna eat them and they're going to expire soon. I'm going to ask my husband if he wants to take them to work. Now these two cans are actually expired, so I'm gonna toss them. And then we have some mason jars which I stored in the can cabinet, I don't know why, and I'm going to put them where they should belong.
Don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure. 'Cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time.
Soon as I turn around, this little puppy eats something. He's just an extra child that needs to be watched all the time. That's why while he's a puppy, at least he's restricted to just the kitchen area in the house. That way it's just easier for me to watch, because with two kids in the house I can't control always having stuff on the floor.
Wear me out, even after all of these years.
So I'm just gonna put those cans in the container to take them downstairs to the basement.
It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never.
As we're done in the kitchen area for today, let's go to the bathroom. We have a lot to deal with and clean up in here. The bathtub needs some attention. I haven't touched it in a while. Then the sink countertop, if that's what you call it, is a complete mess. We of course are going to clean all of that, as well as the sinks. And then let's not forget about the shelves that are on my side. Everything on here is mine. I need to take it off and wipe the shelves, put it back in an organized order, and then we're going to clean the grout in this master bathroom. So let's get started.
It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same look. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know.
My husband's eye stuff always ends up all over this sink countertop in the bathroom. I never got him any containers or anything, so I'm gonna get some little container to put all of his stuff that normally is on the countertop.
Once you travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down.
Let me explain to you what I'm doing here with this little machine. I hate all of the hair that always accumulates here on that countertop. And this is a little mini vacuum. I guess people use it more in the kitchen for crumbs and stuff. But I just can't stand the hair. And when you wipe the hair, it gets stuck on your microfiber cloth. And I just don't like it. So I was trying to see if that little mini vacuum would work for the hair specifically. I think it did a pretty good job, but just not quite on the hair. But still, it picked it up. It's just that I had to clean it afterwards. And all in all, I would spend even more time than if I wiped my countertop with a microfiber cloth. But anyways, I just bought myself a bunch of Clorox wipes, and maybe that's what I'll be doing from now on for the hair.
I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
I forgot to wipe my mirror first thing, so I'm now doing it with a different microfiber cloth, and I'm just using my spray that is full of alcohol and vinegar. I like using it on my mirrors because it works great for me. A little bit off the topic, my husband and I went to a wedding the other day. I wanted to have a nice wedding hairstyle, but I didn't want to go to the hair salon. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I found a good one with a tutorial. And I want to say it took me about 30 to 40 minutes on that day to do my hair. And I was surprised at how well it turned out with me not having any experience or anything like that, just to pull off a wedding hairdo with a lower bun in the back and some curls in the front. But anyways, after we came back from that wedding, I've been trying to figure out how to pull off the same kind of looking hairstyle but for under 20 minutes so that I could do it pretty much every day when I have the 20 minutes. And this is what I was doing that morning. This is why my hair is a little bit curled in the front. I was trying to pull off the same look but really quick. Let me know in the comment section if you ever tried to do a hairdo, a nice hairdo from a YouTube tutorial, and how did it turn out for you? Were you impressed and did you finish it, or did you just give up halfway through? Because for me, I didn't think that I was going to be able to finish, especially that my hair was not prepared like they normally get your hair ready for a nice hairdo. But I was really quite surprised with the results of my own work and with no experience.
I know you haven't noticed. You know that I won't let you go.
Pretty soon, when it's time for my next project, I'm going to take all of those little plants and all of the little plants all over my house, which I have just a couple, and I'm going to plant them all in one big pot, just like they do at Home Depot and Lowe's. You always find those big pots with a couple of different plants in them, but then they cost pretty good money, and all it is really is just a couple of plants planted together and looking beautiful, and that's what I want to try and pull off myself.
I fall into you. I fall into you.
Normally for my bathroom fixtures, I just use disinfectant wipes and they make my fixtures shine. Today I'm just using scrubbing bubbles. I was in the mood for that. It's really satisfying for me to use scrubbing bubbles. I was using it all over the bathroom today. I don't really find scrubbing bubbles really helpful for serious stains. Let me know if you think otherwise though. But I like using scrubbing bubbles just to wipe the surfaces in the bathroom and the fixtures sometimes. And right now I'm using it in the bathtub. But I am aware that at some point I'm gonna need to deep clean the inside of those little plastic holes, whatever they're called. But I've never done that. But we hardly ever used this bathtub. We maybe used it twice. My daughter normally uses it to play with her toys while she washes her feet with just a little bit of water in it. But if we want to fill it up with water at least halfway, we don't ever have enough hot water. I'm not sure why. Maybe our water tank is too small, maybe the bathtub is too big, but whenever we take showers we don't have that problem. The hot water runs forever and it has never run out in this shower. But anyways, this is why I'm just not stressing about deep cleaning the tub, because we hardly ever use it, and I will at some point. But right now I just took everything off the shelves. I'm gonna wipe the shelves and then put everything back in a little bit of a different order. I never had many hair products, but now as I went to that wedding and decided to do my hairstyle, I went to Target and bought myself everything that I needed. So now I need to dedicate one of those little shelves to just my hair products, because I'm planning on using them often as I practice to do more hairstyles just for every day. I'm not really going to do a wedding hairdo every time. My plans are to clean the toilet and do some laundry. But I just want to find a new way to style my hair for now, because every once in a while I'd like to change it a little bit. As I started shaking that little rug, I decided that I better just give it a wash, so I'm going to drop it in the laundry, and in the meanwhile we are going to wash the floors after vacuuming, and then I'm going to start on the grout.
Your body close to me. Wanna take you where you've never been. Swear I won't break your heart and I won't let you down. Yeah, maybe we can dance the night away. You got me feeling like a hurricane. 'Cause nothing's stopping me. You're all that's on my mind, my mind. Think I've got fire running through my veins. 'Cause when you touch me, I burst into flames. I don't know what it is you do to me.
I wanted to give the floors a good double wash before I start on the grout. Now I purchased a Zep and Pink Stuff cream cleaner, which is what I decided to go with because this one is chemical free and it's not just for professionals. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I know that people use the Pink Stuff cream cleaner on grout. I've seen it done once or twice, and I just felt safer going with this one since, as far as I know, it's chemical free. But to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting great results because before I did a little test a few weeks ago just on a small area of grout, and I used Zep and the Pink Stuff cream cleaner, and I didn't notice any difference that time. But I gotta tell you, maybe I wasn't patient, maybe I didn't wait until it dried. So this time I wasn't expecting great results or much difference. This is why I got myself a grout pen or pencil. I wanted to color my grout in case it didn't turn out any lighter than it is now. Although I didn't end up using that pen because I didn't need it. You will see it later, but right now all I'm doing is just squeezing the Pink Stuff onto the grout and then going over it with a toothbrush, then leaving it alone for literally maybe 3 minutes. I should have done it longer, but like I said, I wasn't expecting any great results. So, and then I would just wipe it with a clean, wet microfiber cloth. So even after wiping the product off the floor, I am still planning to mop the floors after I'm done with the grout. Sometimes it's easier to just involve the kids rather than try and keep them busy away from you while you're doing something. My daughter was pretty determined to help me, so she got some gloves and I had to let her help me because she was taking it pretty seriously. Like I said, because I was not expecting any great results, I just wanted to get it clean before I would paint it with the grout pen. So I wasn't giving it 100%. Some areas would sit there with the Pink Stuff for like 10 minutes. Some areas I would wipe maybe after 2-3 minutes. So I think maybe that's why when you see the after shots in just a couple of seconds, the grout turned out to be different color, but I am now really happy that I know my grout, and I think before I ever paint it, I'm just going to give it another cleaning, but a really good one, a really proper one. But after we're done with cleaning the grout, I am still going to show you what I did with those little pot plants. I have put them into a bigger pot and I'll show you how it turned out. And now that we are done with cleaning the grout, I'm going to mop the floors twice again real quick, and then I'm showing you the pictures of how the grout is looking.
Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling.
Okay, I'm just going to insert a little before picture for comparison. This is the before, and now this is after the grout has dried. Do you see the difference, how much lighter it is? And do you see those discoloration spots that I was talking to you about? From me reading about that, sometimes that happens because you're using the wrong product. From what I read, there is 4 types of grout. There is sanded and non-sanded, and there is epoxy and something else, but I didn't want to really figure that out. I just wanted to clean it and see what comes out of it. So next time when I clean the grout, if I still have any discoloration spots, I can just cover them with the grout pen if I want to. But for now, I'm happy that it's so much lighter than it was before. But let's put those plants together into a bigger pot, and this lily, I think I'm going to leave it in the bathroom because I want to have at least 1 plant in the bathroom, and lilies, they like moisture. Anyways, I got this pot on sale from Home Depot for just a couple of bucks, and I'm going to put, I think, 3 or 4 plants into this pot that I had in small pots all around the house.
I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
I've done this once before, only once, and that pot, I'm going to insert the picture right here, is doing really well, and I just can't wait for the plants to grow up. I keep it in our guest room on my shelves. So right after I planted it together, I wanted to give it a couple of days before I take the after picture, just to make sure that everything is living and liking to live in that pot. And this is a couple of days later. All the plants are happy, I think. Do you guys do that, just combining plants together in one pot? I'm curious. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. That will be all for today, and I hope to see you next week. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye now.